He woke up screaming. The sound sliced through the house, raw, panicked, human. For a second, I just stood in the hallway, coffee cup in hand, listening to him choke on his own fear. It was almost poetic. The man who once made me doubt my sanity, now doubting his own. On the nightstand beside him was the note, just 7 words, written in my handwriting. Hope your clueless wife doesn't find out. The same words his coworker had texted him 3 months ago. He used to laugh when I brought it up. Office banter, he said. You're overreacting. He'd smile that patronizing little smile that made me feel like a child scolded for dreaming monsters under the bed. But monsters are real, and he created one. I met him 8 years ago in the break room of the law firm. He was charming in that careful, rehearsed way men in tailored suits often are. I mistook polish for integrity. He brought me coffee every morning for a month before asking me out. I thought it was sweet. In hindsight, it was a sales pitch. We built a life, quiet, predictable, almost cinematic in its simplicity. Shared playlists, Sunday morning pancakes, 2 toothbrushes by the sink. He used to look at me like I was a secret he was proud to keep. Then, one day, he started leaving earlier for work. His phone began living face down on the counter. Laughter became shorter, touches rarer. I could feel distance replacing devotion, but I stayed still. Stillness can be power if you know how to use it. The message came on a Thursday. I was packing his lunch when his phone lit up beside me. Hope your clueless wife doesn't find out how you blush when I touch your hand. See you tonight. The words burned. My chest hollowed out. My pulse went cold. I took a photo of the screen. Then I put the phone back exactly as I found it, right down to the angle. When he came home that evening, I made his favorite pasta, smiled, asked about his day. I played the part of the wife too blind to see the theater happening right in front of her. He kissed me on the forehead that night and told me I worried too much. That was the last time I let him touch me. I didn't confront him, I observed. Weeks passed. I learned her name, Samantha. I learned she liked dry martinis and posted motivational quotes about taking risks on her Instagram story. I learned they met in the office gym, where he said he was trying to be healthy again. I also learned that silence unnerves a liar more than accusation. So I gave him silence, surgical, precise, unnerving. I smiled when he lied. I thanked him when he gaslit me, and I planned. The first step was paperwork. I consulted a lawyer, the kind who doesn't flinch at bloodless strategy. He helped me move assets quietly, my half of the savings, the deed to my grandmother's house, the joint account we shared. The second step was evidence, screenshots, recordings, timestamps. I didn't need revenge built on rage. I needed it built on fact. The third step was theater. I arranged for Samantha's husband, yes, she had one, to receive a neatly organized folder of correspondence, photos, and receipts. I mailed it from an unmarked envelope. No note, no explanation, just the truth, printed in color. The night before it all collapsed, he poured me a glass of wine and said, "You've been so calm lately. I was worried you'd gone cold." I smiled. Maybe I finally learned to stop overreacting. He laughed, clinked his glass against mine. I remember the faint shimmer of guilt in his eyes when I said, I loved him. It wasn't real guilt, it was performance. He was already living a double life, and I'd just written the closing act. This morning, he woke to a ringing phone. It was Samantha's husband. His voice must have cut through whatever dream my husband was in, because when he bolted upright, I could see pure confusion curdling into dread. I'd already packed. My suitcases were by the door. He stumbled out of bed, the note trembling in his hands, reading and rereading it like it might change meaning if he blinked hard enough. Hope your clueless wife doesn't find out. I watched realization bloom on his face, the slow horror of understanding that the game was over. When his phone started lighting up again, name after name, notification after notification, I saw the sweat gather at his temples. The world he built on lies was unraveling in real time. He looked at me, eyes wild. "What did you do?" I tilted my head. Nothing dramatic, just the truth. He wanted to speak, to plead, to explain, but I'd already heard every word before. I picked up my bag, left the key on the counter, and walked away. Now, as I sit in my car outside the house that used to be ours, I don't feel victory. I feel stillness. Peace, maybe. Some people think revenge is about destruction. It's not. It's about restoration. He took my trust, my dignity, my calm. I took them back, and this time, I didn't need to scream. He did.